Hey everyone, so this is a bit of a different video. This is an old documentary that I started working on years ago. And it's actually where I met Dan and a couple other people, including Rob and a bunch of other Disney YouTubers. And this video is from a section of the documentary that was unfortunately kind of postponed, sort of canceled, but I still had a lot of really cool footage of the day of me going to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And I just wanted to share it with everybody. This is more or less kind of a hybrid between a vlog and kind of a documentary. And hopefully I'll be able to put out more stuff like this because I have a whole hard drive of just old park footage, this kind of lost documentary that I wasn't able to finish, that maybe one day I can finish or at least incorporate into this channel somehow. So I hope you enjoy this. Thanks.
Prototype city of Baltimore.
Por favor, manténganse alejados de las puertas.
I think people try to say that they don't care about the numbers and stuff, but I mean, I do to a certain extent. Like, I would still do this if I had, like, way less people enjoying my content, but I do care a lot about what my audience thinks about my content, so that's what makes it worth it to me, personally. Because I feel like a lot of people see this whole career or job or whatever you want to call it as just like having fun for a living, which in a sense is true, but it's also legitimately really hard work. Like me sitting in my hotel room editing all day while at Disney World, like that's not what you picture when it's like Disney World vlogger running around filming stuff. You see the parts where you're in the park, and in reality that was like the first 2 hours of my day, and the other 8 so far have been sitting on a computer. So I feel like the part that people don't see is the part that really takes the extra effort. And I think that's why a lot of people aren't successful, because you really have to put in the work. Just like with anything.
I like that. That's good. May the 4th be with us, my friends.
We've been waiting for this day for so long. I've been anticipating this.
So we're going to be counting down the top 10 things that I'm most excited to see at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
And I think the grand opening ceremony is going to be tomorrow for the media.
Until Galaxy's Edge actually opens.
Huge crowd of live streamers and vloggers here. Rumor is Disney needs the park ready to open in case the crowds are really big by 4 a.m. And then of course there's the official opening at 6.
All right, getting ready for my flight down to Florida. Funny thing is, I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very special welcome aboard to our Spirit Airlines Orlando.
You probably know Orlando for its world-class theme parks and attractions.
Place and stow in motor coach luggage bays as you board. Your properly tagged checked luggage is being collected from your airline.
You can see there is a big line of people. Here, I'll turn around so you can see. This is the current update the night before, the calm before the storm. This area is going to look very different tomorrow with everyone lined up for the land. You can see there's cast members here answering any questions you might have, and there's a lot of people hanging out, sitting around in the shaded areas, hoping that something happens here, but it looks like it is not going to.
How are you? How are you? Thank you. Have a good one.
That horn! That means they like what they hear. Next up.
Storm wet tea. Janelle Follett be.
Home to animals that thrive in aquatic ecosystems, like the Nile hippopotamus. The thing about hippos, though, they're one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. Now, they don't actually like to swim. They're not very good at it. If you look at a hippo out of the water, it's got these stumpy little legs. They don't swim well. But instead, what they do is they walk along the bottom of the river, and they use their legs to propel themselves. It'll circulate blood through their horns, helps them regulate their body temperature, cool them down. Like I said, friends, a whole tower of Maasai giraffe here. Like, giraffe are born at around 6 feet tall. They get to be 8.
This is definitely one of my favorite theme parks to walk around at night. It just looks so cool. Just having a calm moment before the insanity of tomorrow. No idea what to expect. I probably should be in bed by now already, but here I am, staring at the Tree of Life. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm very tired. I'm not ready for any of this.
3D glasses. The power of the Force and the magic they have combined once again to create unforgettable new stories. With Star.
All right, everyone, I just got to the boardwalk. You can see the Skyliner gondolas behind me. We are going over to the boardwalk walkway where all the action is happening. We have made it. There you go. The crowd under the overpass at the boardwalk leading over to Hollywood Studios. There's a lot of speculation right now as to when we'll actually get in because the buses start at 3:30, but they're probably actually going to start picking up guests sooner than that.
There was
We started at 3 in the morning.
These guests with bags. All bags are needing to be opened by you. The guests carrying the bags.
Morning. Right here.
Our cast will begin to guide you further into the park for your adventure in a galaxy far, far away.
Going to buy special event merchandise. Up on the sidewalk and make a ride, please. Thank you. Hello.
Now, if you recall last year, Toy Story Land was pretty crazy, but this is what Toy Story Land looked like when they opened it a little early. This is what Galaxy's Edge crowds look like when they open a little early. Quite the difference. People are very excited for this land. You can see Gertie over here with his bright eyes. We are over here by Echo Lake. I thought they were going to stop us at Echo Lake, but they're actually having us go past Echo Lake, so we are going over towards the Star Tours area. Spires of Batuu! Holy cow, we are on Batuu.
Jojo.
What's your name? Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah, let's do it. Ready to go? Awesome. Thank you.
feels like some. Tastes like lifesaver gummies. I didn't try the green. We didn't try the green one, but.
I'm thinking I don't want to carry it around all day, but I'm hoping that's good.
Then you get like a little, get some little dialogue that adds some narrative to it. So
oh, that's really
this
cool.
app's been so great. What I'm really loving is, see if it shows up here. So you can hack these panels. It's a game, and you can choose whether you're hacking for the Resistance, the First Order, or just like I don't know what they're calling these, scoundrels, and you are contributing towards the control of the outpost by hacking this stuff. I can't believe people thought that this was like a flop in any regard whatsoever. I think this is a masterpiece in terms of Imagineering. This is great. It's probably going to be like this for the next year. I mean, not to nerd out about it, but also I just started reading the novels that take place here that they just released, and it adds a whole other layer of depth to know, like, who owns that milk stand, who owns that shop, and you get those character backgrounds. And you've never seen that in the theme park before, where after the fact they can flesh out the story so that you can learn more about it without being at the park. So I could go home today when I don't want to wait 5 hours for Smuggler's Run and still kind of get my like Black Spire Outpost fix by reading the book or just playing around with the app. I went to bed at 1 in the morning thinking this is all going to be like a big joke. It's going to be real calm and empty. It's not going to be crowded. Everyone's blowing this out of proportion. And then I woke up at 4 and I looked at Twitter and saw the lines and people getting in, and I was like, oh no, I woke up too late. 4 in the morning and it's too late. But I was like, you know what? This is kind of the stuff I wanted to do living down here that I wish I would have been able to do when I was in New York. So I was like, I got to just pull myself out of bed and come here and witness the madness.
Yeah. Walker, I haven't looked over there yet. I don't know what's over there.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to go grab some breakfast.
So I'm using a band or a card? Card. Thank you. Go ahead and swipe whenever you're ready.
See,
that's right, Kenny.
Good to see you. You're streaming right now?
Yes.
All right. Enjoying it so far?
Right in the middle of it, yes. It's early, it's crowded, but we're here, and it's amazing.
It is.
So, and it's this looks a little different than California. We were there on opening week there in California. It was like 30 minutes for Space Mountain the whole week. It was insane.
I'm not even the biggest Star Wars fan, and just seeing this is just like, wow.
Yeah.
Really just taking it all in is amazing.
You can relive it after the fact. Being there, it's just, I knew I wasn't going to ride Smuggler's Run today, but I just wanted to be here for the atmosphere.
Oh, absolutely. All right, must look okay. Trying to stay incognito.
I wasn't knowing what to really expect with Galaxy's Edge. We've heard a lot of really positive things and a lot of quite negative things going into it. If there's one thing that I can tell you for sure is you are going to be wowed by this land by the virtue of just how massive it is. This land is enormous. Every building is so big. The Millennium Falcon is huge, and that's the sort of things that really stand out in this land that you just can't really tell on video and photos that much. But when you're here in person, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Everything around you is huge. It really feels like you are on another planet, and that is the main task, and Disney most definitely accomplished it.
There he is. So you're a hard person to track down. You're kind of going wherever the story leads you, right?
Yes, for sure. Whatever I can do.
And how much footage did you shoot today so far?
The runtime of it, I'm not actually sure, but it's a lot. Let me see. In total, it is 193 videos, clips, and totaling 18 gigabytes, and that was in 2 hours. 2 hours plus waiting in line. I guess it's easy for me because it's so authentic. It's just I'm documenting it and then I'm putting it out. Like it all feels like just like a simple thing, even though there's a million complicated little intricate steps. It feels very natural to me. My honest opinion is it's not complete. which is true. We don't have Rise of the Resistance, and it's also not complete because of the budget cuts that were made to the land. Namely, there was supposed to be another attraction, which Imagineering teased in their Imagineering in a Box show that they did, which is like a little educational thing. There was also supposed to be flying ships, which you see at concerts now, where like they'll take like a Lamborghini, make it out of foam, paint it so it looks like a Lamborghini, and then fly it in with a drone. Like, it is doable technology. It's already used for shows and entertainment. So they could have done that, and that was cut from the land, supposedly. We know that they were talking all about how there'd be droids moving around with you, and that didn't work out. Disney even tested it. And of course, they found that when you just have a droid rolling around, people just want to bang on it, mess with it. So I just thought, okay, why don't you just have someone, chaperone it around like any character? And they could totally do that and make it have some way to fit it into the theme, Like, just like how in Star Wars, like, C-3PO's with Luke. Like, you could totally tie it in where you have droids going around and they have owners, so it's all part of the story. So there's things like that are on the entertainment end that Disney just didn't do. But I think they could in the future. It's like, I actually even say in this video, it's like the Epcot overhaul where like people are like, oh, there's some things I don't like. It's like, yes, but in the general direction, it's moving in the right direction. But I think a lot of people don't want Galaxy's Edge, the biggest opening ever, to be like, oh yeah, it's just moving in the generally right direction. We want it to be like good right now. But the Rise of the Resistance looks crazy. That's gonna be amazing. That's a real photo.